Workhorse Group reports first quarter 2021 results. You already know we're going to have a look at this. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. I got the clothing line to prove that fact. And let's speak about Workhorse, baby. So what makes this particular earnings report so important is that we've been led to believe that Q1 was going to be quite a good quarter for Workhorse. This is where we really expected to see, some production improvements, if nothing else. Now, I'm recording this literally about 20 minutes after this came out. I've read through it 2 or 3 times just to make sure I've seen everything. And markets don't open for about 10 more minutes, but you can see that it hasn't really been nice. There hasn't been a good reaction here. They're gone down nearly 6% before the markets actually open, down to nearly $9 a share. But this is just what we're going to speak about today. We're just going to go through it. I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on it. I'm recording this video before the earnings call even has happened, so maybe some more information will come out after that. But right before we do get into the video, my friends, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? Maybe drop me a little comment down below. Let me know what you're doing right now. And please, my friend, if you're new around here, hit that juicy red subscribe button. If you're interested in joining my private Discord group, that's the first link in the description. And if you'd like a couple of free stocks on Webull, that's the second link. You got to sign up, deposit $100. It's that easy, but let's get straight into it. So the first thing we're greeted with: produced a total of 38 C-Series vehicles year to date, more than doubling the number produced in comparison in the combined previous 3 quarters. I think I will speak on behalf of most Workhorse investors when I say this is obviously a nice improvement, very, very much so, but it's still a little bit underwhelming. I can't necessarily say I was expecting much more, but we would have really liked to see that up quite a bit higher. And that is year to date, keep in mind. But a little bit more on this later, because I also have some questions about this that I hope will be answered relatively soon, maybe even in the earnings call. Entered into a strategic development agreement with Wkhs. So this just happened very recently. A leading provider of commercial vehicle body solutions to expand Workhorse's product line and create solutions for new customer segments. So right off the bat, that is an exciting piece of information for the long-term Workhorse investor. For the better part of 6 to 9 months at this stage, we've been speaking about things like refrigeration. That's probably the one that gets people the most excited. And the fact it says for new customer segments, it would lead me to believe this could have something to do with refrigeration. Now, we will have to wait and see. We'll have to do a bit more research into this company themselves, but you can see they've worked with people such as Morgan Olson, Mastertrack, tags in there, a few more names. But anyway, we don't need to overanalyze that just yet, but we know it's there. Entered into a supply agreement with Coulomb Solutions, the North American distributor of Contemporary Amperex Technology Co. Limited, commercial vehicle battery systems. So I think we all know the issues here with batteries in the previous quarters. Hopefully this can alleviate some of those concerns for investors and ultimately help Workhorse get that production number up an awful lot higher. And then we already know they appointed Ryan Gall and John Craver as 2 new presidents. I spoke about that in my last Workhorse video. Fantastic news. So Dwayne Hughes has said, "We have had a step function improvement in production in the last month. Although we had planned to have achieved our year-to-date number of trucks produced sooner, we took the additional time to ensure that we were building top quality vehicles for our customers while improving our production processes, and bottlenecks within the global supply chain and offshore shipping delays of commodity raw materials and components, as well as our initial stages of production, limited our capacity to produce during the first quarter." Now, this has been something that's been ongoing for a considerable period of time, and it needs to be fixed. I mean, everybody's dealing with these issues, but some places are dealing with them better, we'll put it that way. But their vehicle production numbers in April in comparison to the last few quarters are encouraging. Okay, good, that's what we want to hear. They've adjusted their 2021 production estimate to 1,000 units. Keep in mind, we're in 2021 right now. They've produced 38 vehicles year to date. That sentence alone would lead us to believe that an absolutely huge influx in production is going to start happening yesterday. It can't happen tomorrow, but can happen next month. There's no time. So again, that is a sentence, a statement in itself that could fill people with confidence, again, if it's to come through. Now, here's the next thing, okay? There were a total of 6 trucks delivered in the first quarter. I want to know why. We've produced nearly 40. We have a backlog of, I believe it's like 8,000. Why can't we deliver more trucks? And also, who are these trucks in particular going to? Again, this could be answered on the earnings call, but I really want to know. I want to know why, they're not being made and pumped off somewhere with immediate effect. Maybe there's a good answer for that. I really hope there is. You can see as I record this video, by the minute. Workhorse continues to go down, now sub $9. So cost of goods sold increased big time, pretty much related to an increase in the volume of trucks shipped, as well as an increase in employee costs. We know that, you know, they hired an awful lot more staff. Selling, general, administrative, fairly similar story. Research and development pretty much doubled, and that's in relation to employee costs, the finalization of the design of the C series, okay, and the continued development of the horsefly delivery drone. This is a number that I expect to go up, not to come down anytime over the next couple of years. Now, other loss increased to 136.6 million. I know it sounds terrible, but it was primarily related to the reduction in fair value of the company's investment in Lordstown Motors. Important to understand, this loss is non-cash and is determined by the stock price of Ride. So do keep that in mind, my friends. They didn't actually physically lose that cash, and you will see, as of right now, they have just over $200 million of cash on the balance sheet. Given the fact that market cap is, by the time it opens today, probably going to be around 1.1 to 1.15 billion. That's quite a considerable amount of cash to have. Net loss was 120.5 million compared to net income of 4.8 million. But again, keep in mind that's largely due to Lordstown Motors price. Aside from that, we didn't really get too much information here. If there is something to be taken away big time, in my personal opinion, it is adjusting the 2021 production estimate to 1,000 units. I mean, we're nearly halfway into the year, my friends. They're going to have to up production huge, but that's what they've been telling us they're going to do. You know, getting a few vehicles out every day, then 5, then 10 vehicles every single day. That's what needs to happen. The other thing is the amount of cash they have is still quite considerable, okay? Especially when you take a look at that market cap and at the expenses they have going out. I mean, research, development, SG&A, etc., they're in a good cash position still. And that's after hiring all of these new employees as well. So do keep that in mind. That genuinely is a positive. Market literally just opened. You can actually see there was a few buys there. They went from -7% up to -4% very, very quickly. Oh, and they're literally 5 seconds later, another 0.5%. It's going to be a volatile day. I think what's important to understand as well is it's earnings season, and we have seen a lot of companies come out with good earnings and still go down in value, especially in the growth space, tech, EV, whatever. It's one of those weird earning seasons where, you know, things don't necessarily have to make a lot of sense. A lot of money is being rotated out of EV and growth in general. So if you don't see the best earnings, or if it's worse than expected, you can expect to sell off. When you look at that chart, they've pretty much broken all of our very prominent previous areas of resistance. You got to start looking towards this gap. I actually did mention it back in my last video. Hopefully they don't have to make their way back down there. If they do, they're going to be at very attractive prices. We'll put it that way, just given the cash that they have on hand and the production targets for the end of the year. Right now with me, I'm loving keeping up to date with Workhorse, but it really is a patience game for me right now. I know I still get a lot of slack over Workhorse, and I understand it. Seeing them below $9 hurts, even though I don't have a position in them right now. Trust me, I am following them closely, and I am hopefully waiting for the perfect re-entry when I can feel very confident doing so. And after seeing this earnings report in particular and the numbers that have been set forth for us, seeing the new presidents being brought in, I actually do believe that our next quarter is actually going to be a good one. In a surprise, I think it's going to be a good surprise for us. But anyway, my friends, I only wanted to bring you guys out a quick video. We don't need to stay here and watch the price hover between 885, 883. Nobody wants to see that live. I'm interested though. What did you guys think of this earnings report? Did you think it was good? It was better than expected? Or were you hoping for a little bit more? Let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? Maybe drop me a comment down below and consider subscribing if you're new around here. And if you watch this video all the way till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend. If you're interested in joining my private Discord group, that's the first link in the description. And if you like those free stocks, that's the second link. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you in another video very soon. Peace.